Marketing is the organized process of attracting and satisfying customers for profit. The process covers three things: the customers, the products, and the intermingling of customers and products to result in purchase or sale. The most critical factor in making a profit is the customer. Why? Because the customer is the most important person to the business and to its employees. Because it is the customer who provides roof on your heads, clothes on your bodies, and food for your stomach. Because it is the customer who provides disposable diapers and milk for your babies. Because it is the customer who pays for the tuition fees of your children in school. In fact, it is the customer who pays for everything material that you have. So, if you do not satisfy your customer, there are many others who will. You need the customer more than he needs you. The customer is not dependent on you. You are dependent on him. The customer is never obliged to buy products or services from you. He will do so only if he wants to. They are your revenues. The customer has the power and the freedom to choose whether to buy from you or not. The customer is the final judge whether you become the number one company in terms of sale and preference. It is the customer who determines whether you make a profit or loss, whether you grow or stagnate, whether you survive or disappear. In times of crisis, the bankers are in no mood to help businesses. Only the customer can ensure your survival. Without the customer, you would have no store, no business, no jobs. In the customer's continued satisfaction lies your prosperity. The customer is your life. And so, to have your jobs exist every day, every month, and every year, you should A. Satisfy and please the customer at all times. B. Treat him like your boss and your employer because he really is. C. Treat him right the first time because if you will not, he may not come a second time. Letter D. Treat him not as an interruption of what you are doing, but as the reason for it. Always remember that any breach in the quality of your products and services is an offense against the customer, and any offense against him is a self-inflicted blow to the business, to your income, and to your job. Always remember that while the customer may not always be right, he will always be the customer. Never alienate a dissatisfied customer. Strive at all times to win back and retain any customer that you may dissatisfy. You have to assume in any legal conflicts with the customer a conciliatory understanding and systematic composure. Never take an adversarial stand. Instead, seek a happy resolution of the conflict rather than hard and antagonistic victories. You have to put total customer care in everyday practice in your work. Put the customer satisfaction above your own convenience and the customer's needs and wants above your own preferences and prejudices. Put your customers ahead of everyone else. The customers come first. If satisfying your customers is not your business, then you have no reason to be in your jobs right now. The whole marketing programs, activities, and philosophy that you practice in your company must be thoroughly inspired, motivated, and driven by the reality. Customer supremacy is a compelling reality. To succeed and survive in the business you are in, you must recognize and respect that reality and act accordingly to what it dictates. If you please the customer, you get the profit. If you fail him, you fail yourselves. We need to satisfy our customers because customer satisfaction results from your giving the customers the best combination of quality and price. Also, the best quality for the price they are willing and able to pay, or the best price for the quality they prefer. When you say best, it means equal or higher quality, equal or lower price than those offered by competitors. When you say quality, it consists of the substance and style of your products and services. Its manifestations are the features, attributes, specifications, as well as form, appearance, and sensory impressions or style. And the conformance of your products and services with those features and forms. These features must provide real benefits to the customers. Example, satisfy their actual needs or provide true value to them. And the style of your product should give them pleasure. What are those customer needs? Sound, well-defined needs of customers which should be satisfied by your products and services are the following: on-time service, convenience, comfort of the place, temperature, good, satisfying, nutritious food and beverage, attractive packaging, pleasure to the senses, or aesthetics. Cleanliness of all facilities used, courtesy and efficiency of all personnel encountered, reasonable, competitive price commensurate with the level of product purchase. So therefore, we should practice total customer care. All the time, you have to please the customer, delight the customer. You have to meet high standards of excellence in service at every point of contact between your customers and your company. Your customers must experience the superior quality service every step of the way, from the time he comes into your door to the time he is served, to the time he leaves your door. At this point, the customer should be pleased with your service that he decides to come back again or be a repeat customer, and he will also be a walking advertisement for your company. During the customer's entire experience, he will be in touch with the frontline personnel. but there will be other personnel who will never be in contact with him, whose contribution to customer satisfaction is just as critical as those manning the front line. And who are they? Janitors and cleaners, cooks and chefs, electricians, mechanics, drivers, and etc. In other words, while the customer experiences the company only at certain points of contact between himself and frontline people, everyone in your company, whether seen or unseen, is an important contributor to total customer satisfaction. This is how you should want your customers to react to your service. A. They should have no reason to complain about your service, loudly or silently. B. It is not enough that they simply keep quiet about it or feel neutral about it. They should actually praise it, compliment it, and recommend it to friends. C. The ultimate is for them to brag or feel proud about being your customer, the way they would brag or feel proud about owning a new high-quality car. Quality is important to customer satisfaction. Guys, again, I'm sharing this to you because I have experienced all of this. I have a doctorate in management science, and I'm sharing to you my knowledge in some of my experiences as an HR and admin manager and as a quality management trainer. Guys, please follow and subscribe. There are other things that I have to share to you in future. God bless you.